guys, what's up, man? This is Manic Monday here at the Inspired Empowerment Podcast. My name is Tu.
I'm Va.
Hope,
Welcome to Manic Monday.
yeah, welcome, and I hope that you guys are finding yourself out there well amongst this stuff. I hope that you guys had a great and wonderful Valentine's, sharing with your loved ones, and I hope all you ladies are getting all those flowers and chocolate and whatever it is that you guys have been wanting for. But now that love is over and it's Monday, it's back to work.
All right, so quick announcement. Tu and I are independent business counselor through the SBDC. So check out the Central Valley SBDC button down there. We also have our phone number and email down there too. All right, and all you have to do is click on the link on the top right. Click on the Get Started button and scroll down and click on Valley Community SBDC and go through the process, and we will be in contact with you. Whether you are a startup, you're trying to start a business, you have an idea, you just want to consult with somebody, or you're an existing business and you are in requirement of business technical assistance.
Yeah, so with all that being said, the gist of it is, the layman's term, if you're trying to start something and you don't know where to start, hit us up.
Yeah, and the best part about this is our service is at
No
cost.
cost.
All right?
Yeah.
So the last episode we did an overview of the 10 steps of how to start your business. Correct.
Yeah.
And today we're gonna go over the step 1 of 10, and that is
Market research and competitive analysis. The boring part, actually, right? The part that nobody wants to do.
I think that even though this part is boring, it is a very crucial part at the beginning of your business.
It is a have to.
Yeah.
Like, I've learned from personal experience, you have to do this part.
Yes, I think it's very important because I know that, you got this great idea and you think it's like the best thing in the world, but I don't know, man. You might want to take a few steps back and figure out who else is all selling tacos out there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I'll share a
'Cause
story.
I love tacos.
Right? I love tacos. So who doesn't love a good taco, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll share a story. So a couple years back, I want to say it was maybe 7 years back. I was with this company, and the product that we were selling, it was already pretty saturated. So we were trying to get a piece of the market share. And a good buddy of mine came and told me that, hey, I'm with this other company. So they were pretty much our competition. And he was kind of probing me, asking me questions of my experiences and what's going on and stuff like that. And his company spent, after 3 months, 4 months, I want to say, we had lunch again, and I was just talking to him. His company spent $1.1 million on market research and analysis, just to say, nah, we good with Fresno. So they didn't move in.
Oh, yeah. And that's important because they could spend that 1 point whatever million, or they could lose maybe 10 times that.
Yeah, because imagine what it would have cost to get a lease on a building, to bring in, to hire all this workforce, right? People. I mean, they would have had to hire over 100 people. I mean, you're talking a $10 million startup operation.
Yeah. So, but you guys don't. If you're just starting, you don't have to spend $1 million.
No.
But it's crucial to understand your consumer base.
Yes.
Right. Market research allows you to reduce your risk while your business is just
Starting
up.
It's just
right?
an idea.
That's
that
the
you
whole
have.
point of a market research. It's an idea. So. What's like, two? Do you think that the demographic of your market is important?
I think that is, besides your competitors, I think that data right there is the second most. It should be your second priority.
Yeah.
Because I may love ice cream, and I may be darn good at making ice cream. But if I decide, if I don't do a check on my demographics, and I open up in an area where nobody wants to pay for my overpriced ice cream, what good am I to them?
I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't eat your ice cream.
Exactly.
I'm not, but
But the reason why I say the second most important besides your competitor, You don't want to open up right next to a Baskin Robbins. They're pretty big, right?
Yeah.
If I'm going to go out into ice cream, and I can't compete with Baskin Robbins prices. Mine's going to be a little bit higher. So if people are already satisfied with Baskin Robbins and they've already been going there for many years, and I open up my shop and I have this great ice cream, but I'm $2 more expensive.
Well, I got an example. If you open a taco shop next to Taco Bell, you may do better.
But let the data drive it.
Yes.
Let the data tell you that, and if it makes sense, then put your money in there.
Yeah,
Because once the money's invested, it's gone. You ain't getting it back.
Here's some things to look at when you're doing like market research, right? It's about the demands, like the market size. Like how many people is interested in your product, the economics, the location. Is that a prime location, or like is that place like if there's a lot of stuff that people don't want to go there. I don't want to mention it, but and like if there's already a lot of business like that, like market saturation and how you price it. All right. Yeah. And so this allows you to look at the trends of the business.
Yeah.
And it'll save you a lot of headache, So.
I will share another story. Well, it's not a story, but it's a little tidbit so that people can kind of be more aware. And this is something they can relate to because it's all the big businesses. Remember when talking about Taco Bell, right? Remember when Taco Bell had that chalupa when it first came out, or those Dorito Locos tacos, and it was for a limited time? Why do you think they did it for a limited time only?
It's just to attract people like the McRibs. I'd rather go to AMPF for the rib sandwich,
Yeah, but the reason they do that is they're testing. They say, how well will this product do? And if we add it to our main menu, will it be sustainable? So they do it for a limited time. They drive their data and they see, okay, this is how much it costs. This is how much it costs extra to add it to our menu and inventory wise, and all the nuances of that. And then they look at the sales and then they project it. They go, is it worth it? And in the McRibs case, they keep it at limited times just so that McRib is back and you want to go get it.
Yeah, so let's say that you're not Taco Bell or you're not McDonald's.
Yeah.
And you can't afford to do that,
Yeah.
right? What can you do, and what methods can you do to do some direct research in your area?
So I was consulting with some clients who wanted to open up a boba shop, and I was like, well, how good is your boba? How many people like it? I mean, besides your friends and your family, because they're all going to say, oh, yeah, you got the best boba. Put it out there to the public. See, you know how when I walk into a Costco always gives out free sample, right? So I told them, hey, why don't you give out free samples? Buy one, not like free, but like, hey, buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one half off, or enter this raffle and get a free stuff.
Or do those little cups, right?
Yeah, or those little tiny sippy cups, just to see if people taste it, go around. That's one way to do it. If you don't ain't got the money that Taco Bell and McDonald's have, right?
Yeah. Here's some real like old school stuff, right? Quick tip, like survey, questionnaire, focus group, and even like just that could be very simple. But with social media now, I mean,
oh yeah,
you might as well just do it on Facebook.
I mean, as long as you're not doing food. I mean, obviously you can't do food samples on social media. But if you're doing like a t-shirt design,
or you could ask questions. Hey, do you guys like boba? What's your favorite flavor? Stuff like that.
Exactly.
Do a poll.
Yep.
So
yeah, with the invention of social media and how it's taken off, just throw out a poll like that, and that's pretty much free. I mean, that's as cheap as you can get.
Yeah. And while we're talking about market analysis, competitive analysis, and stuff like that, market analysis, a lot of this information is free. You can actually go to sba.gov. I repeat, sba.gov. All right. And all this information is there. There's links to like different market research. There's links to data. You can pull all that for free. You don't even have to pay for it.
Nope, you don't. You can go to the U.S. Census Bureau. I don't know what their exact website is, but just Google U.S. Census Bureau. You can the demographics that we were talking about. They do it by zip codes.
Yep.
If you want to open up a place somewhere, or you want to operate your business somewhere, they do it by zip codes. They give you a lot of.
Or you can just call us.
Or you can just call us.
Yeah, we can help you.
And we can help you at no cost. But we can guide you, right? But yeah, it takes a lot of steps. And like I said at the beginning, maybe I don't know. Maybe Yvonne I make it sound interesting, but the reality is this stuff is boring. It's mundane. It's the same thing over and over. I didn't really particularly like math when I was going through high school and college. So if you're not a math statistician, you're not gonna like this kind of
Well, I don't
stuff.
want to focus too much on the math. I think it's about just like getting the feel of it.
Yeah.
Right. So it doesn't have to be like complex.
No,
You
it
don't have to
doesn't.
spend $1 million
No.
and get like all kinds of metrics and datas and trends, and go into your T measure, chi-square, standard deviation. You don't need that, guys. I mean, I don't like math either. Okay. And whatever I just said, I don't even know what I just said. Okay. but but you don't need to be that complex. You can keep it simple.
Yeah,
So,
I swore for a minute there your head was gonna float off. All that hot air you were blowing into, like just like.
So this is a thing called competitive analysis.
Yeah.
To find your market advantage, right? So competitive analysis helps you learn from business competing for your potential customer. Okay. So understanding this is going to give you a competitive edge.
Yeah, that is the whole point of this, right?
Yep.
I mean, everything we just talked about is to see, can I sell first versus my competitors and to your potential customers. And if the math don't make sense and it's no, then maybe you need to find somewhere else, or you need to, if that's the case, you need to find a very very specific niche that you can feel.
Yeah.
And that will do well as well.
Or let's say like if you want to open a pho restaurant, right? Maybe you might not want to go to First McKinley. Or you could just go there.
Or you
because it's
maybe, yeah.
Or it's because that is a prime location. You just go there, right?
Yeah, and if you can take 10% from the other pho restaurants, 10% of their customers because they don't want to wait in line, hey, you never know.
This is so competitive. A competitive analysis could go both ways.
Yes.
Because understanding your demographic, where all your competitors are, you can actually just go to where your competitors are. It
Yes.
could help you, or you could go to your competitor and it might not help you. That's what
Well,
I
that an example of that, banks. Where there's a Wells Fargo, there's a BOA, not too far away.
Yeah.
Then there's a ECU, and then there's a Chase somewhere nearby. You're not very far from each other, right there next to each other.
A long time ago, where there is a Wendy's, there's a KFC, and then there's a Taco Bell too.
Well, you know that
Yeah, I noticed that.
You know that those three are owned by the same
Yeah, I know.
conglomerate. Which is smart. That's way high up there in the ladder. But yeah, keep it simple, guys. I know if everything that Vaughn and I are talking about sounds like Spanish or foreign language to you, then come and talk to us. Like I said, no cost. Reach out to us. That's what we're here for. We may not know everything, but we know what we're talking about. We know enough. And if we don't know, in your particular case, chances are we'll find somebody who can guide you. And
Yeah,
help
we
you.
work with a network of counselors, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we
know
throw
if-
it out there,
yeah.
and any of the counselor who has the experience will pick it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just to wrap things up, guys, your weakness and your strength of your business is very important. Like Tu said earlier, a company spent over $1 million because that company knows that they're gonna expense that anyway. But the company knows that they'd rather spend $1 million than lose over like
Yeah.
maybe like $20,000-$30,000.
One of the
I mean,
things,
$1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that I mean in Fresno here, for all of us local guys who are watching this podcast, it was a great thing that Amazon came and opened up a warehouse here, right?
Yeah.
Because when I order something, it's delivered the next day. That's the most amazing
Yep.
thing, right? But it also employs thousands of people, right? And Amazon, you best believe they did their research before spending $100 million on that warehouse here in Southwest Fresno,
Of
right?
course.
So we're just saying you don't have to spend a lot of money. There are lots of ways to do it. But if you don't, and everything we talked about here, you can Google it, you can YouTube it, you can watch it somewhere else, or you can come to us.
Yep.
And we hope that you guys do. We really do. It is our passion to help you guys, to help guide you guys, to get you guys set up. So any questions you guys have, drop it in the comments. We'll try to get back to you, or we'll try to answer it on our next podcast. Reach out to us if you guys want something more specific. Message us. Our contacts will be listed right below, also in the description. So reach out to Va or myself, and hey, you know what? Don't let any. If you have a dream and you want to do something and you have a skill that you know can be useful, come talk to people who can help you get set up. Don't let don't let not knowing stop you. That stops too
Don't
many
let
people.
money stop you too.
Yes,
Like
don't
not
let
having
that.
money stop you too.
And I think
So
that's the
like,
next topic we're gonna.
yeah,
Be. Well, it's gonna be one of those
we're gonna
topics.
talk about funding, but
Yeah.
we're gonna wrap it up. Today is step one of step one of 10 of how to start your business. It's market analysis and competitive analysis. Okay, so tune in for step two. We will be talking about step two at our next episode.
Yep. All right, guys. This is two.
This is Va.
Have a great
Signing
one.
out.